We are so excited to be bringing everyone listening Christmas carols for the next few weeks of Hymnology. This week is all about the angels. Please share these videos with family and friends as you enjoy getting into the Christmas spirit with these wonderful lessons and singing of popular Christmas carols.
In 1777, John Montgomery was the only Moravian pastor in Scotland, but he and his wife felt a strong call to serve as missionaries to the island of Barbados. After much prayer, they placed their 6-year-old son, James, in a secure settlement in Ireland and sailed away. He would never see his parents again, as they perished in Barbados. Left with nothing, James was enrolled in a boarding school in England. While there, he began to write beautiful poetry. He struggled in other areas of study, however, and at the age of 14, he flunked out of boarding school. He spent his teenage years drifting from town to town and job to job. He eventually settled down in Sheffield, England, where he began working for the local newspaper, the Sheffield Register. And it was there that James found his niche. It was a politically active newspaper, and when its owner had to suddenly flee the country for fear of persecution, James purchased the paper and named it the Sheffield Iris. He began to promote his favorite issues, among which was the gospel. Despite the loss of his parents, James Montgomery remained devoted to Christ. Early on Christmas Eve of 1816, he opened his Bible to Luke chapter 2 and was deeply impressed by verse 13. Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel. By the end of the day, his Christmas poem was being read in the pages of his newspaper. It was set to music by Henry T. Smart and first sung on Christmas Day in 1821. Angels from the Realms of Glory.
Angels from the realms of glory, wing your flight o'er all the earth. Ye who sang creation's story, now proclaim Messiah's birth. Come and worship, worship Christ, the newborn King. Shepherds in the field abiding, watching o'er your flocks by night. God with us is now residing, yonder shines the infant light. Come and worship, worship Christ, the newborn King. Sages, leave your contemplations, brighter visions beam afar. Seek the great desire of nations, ye have seen his natal star. Come and worship, worship Christ, the newborn King.
Last week, I shared that Charles Wesley is considered one of the finest hymn writers of his time. He wrote constantly, and even on horseback, his mind was flooded with new songs. It was rumored he often stopped at houses along the road and ran in asking for pen and ink. Among the thousands of hymns he wrote was today's Christmas hymn. It began, "Hark, how all the welkin rings, glory to the King of Kings." The word welkin was an Old English term for the vault of heaven. It was Charles' friend, evangelist George Whitefield, who, when he published this carol in his collection of hymns in 1753, changed the words to the now beloved Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. The music is from the second chorus of Felix Mendelssohn's Opus 68 for male voices and brass. It was arranged by William H. Cummings.
Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With the angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time, behold him come, offspring of a virgin's womb. Veiled in flesh, the Godhead see, hail the incarnate deity. Pleased with us in flesh to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Mild he lay his glory by, born that we no more may die, born to raise us from the earth, born to give a second birth. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
The words for today's last hymn come from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2, verse 14. Glory to God in the highest. The Latin text for this is Gloria in excelsis Deo. The earliest known printed version of this hymn was in an 1842 French songbook. Though the source of the song is unknown, it is believed to have originated in 18th century France. The song was first translated into English in 1860 by James Chadwick, and then later adapted by H.F. Hemy. From a traditional French song of unknown origin, the hymn tune that we sing is called Gloria. The musical score elongates and emphasizes the words in a way that is fun to sing. So feel free to sing along. Published in 1855, Angels We Have Heard on High.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? what the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Come to Bethlehem and see Christ, whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. See him in a manger laid, whom the choirs of angels praise. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while our hearts in love we raise. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. So we hope you sang along and enjoyed the three carols of the angels. Looking forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now.